Hello, my name is Chatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Curtain Steel in Supreme Ruler Ultimate. In previous episode, the war in Korea started, and we were trying to support the North Korea, and they're actually doing fairly well in there. We're now starting to bring in some of our artillery. Well, actually, we've only gotten one artillery piece there thus far. Although, ooh, hello, IS-2. How about you get down here? And Seoul has already fallen, and I think if things go well today, we might actually get the South Korea to actually surrender. It's not necessarily happening, but we can certainly try. Now, we're slowly hemorrhaging money though, which isn't great. I suppose the things that we're selling aren't selling for all that good, and things that we need to buy are getting more and more expensive. That's a bit of a problem. We could actually sell a little bit of the... Oh yeah, we're probably already selling quite a bit of the military goods. So that's good. Petroleum, yeah, we'll reduce the production cost at least. How's the unemployment doing now? It's 4.2%, so we can't really afford building too much either. We could always just reduce some of the funding for, like, the law enforcement I don't want to reduce. Healthcare we could maybe, although, how is the population increasing? A little bit. Right, did we get the tank in here already? I don't think we did. No, it's over there. Alright. So it's making its way at least. And then they got the infantry over there still lying about, and they got some artillery over here just waiting. World market approval. The world market rating of North Korea continues to be a critical level, is now 8.2%, and will impact the economic and military support that region receives. Well, they don't need the international support, they just need my support. Okay, so we're taking about half the urban area over here in the northwest. Now that we get this tank in here, we can probably just send it into the military complex in here. And support from there, it should be quite sufficient in destroying some of the garrison. Probably not going to be taking all that much damage either. Sphere change. Next let's move to the NATO-leaning sphere, influence from non-aligned. Okay, so they are getting more and more nations in there, but I suppose they got a lot more sort of large nations that are doing a lot of work. There we go, that's another American unit destroyed. Let's go ahead and get over here to Suwon. Yeah, there wasn't much there anymore. Right, I suppose I could bring in this stack into, well, close to Seoul. Oh, and there we go. South Korea has been eliminated. Well, I'll be. Let's just take all the troops that we had in here then. And send them back home. Probably the Vladivostok is fine. But there we go. That's one region taken care of. Now, to be fair, that also reduces the number of regions. So, yeah, I think the next thing to do is, let's do some more trading with Stockholm, or Sweden, shall we? Try to get a bit of money out of them. The same for Finland. 80 shell improvements. Seems to be still fighting going on. Oh, right, there's a bit of rebellion in there, I suppose. Well, they got enough troops to take care of that partisan. That's not my problem, though. Oh, right. Let's move this interceptor back into our territory as well. I think there's an airfield in Vladivostok, so we'll just move there. That should help a bit. Right, so, how are we doing over here, then? Can we sell anything else? The guidance system, we could sell that for 120 million, and Sweden. Liquid fuel rockets might be a little bit too much. Large airframe planes, okay, that's 50 million from that. It's not massive. It's better than nothing, though. Right, so how are we doing in the constructions here? We're still working on the research center, another 200 days. Although we're getting closer and closer. Oh, advanced turbo prototype. So this is potentially unlocking some new researchers, right? Actually, have a look. Is there anything over here that we definitely want? There's BTR 50p APC. I mean, that's not necessarily that great. We can at least cross a river, so that's good. But yeah, there's not too much in there. What about in tank section? There's T10. That seems pretty decent. How's the build cost? Days to build, 68 days. Okay, so it's a bit of a long distance, or long time to build it. But we could probably research that. Then T-54-2. Pretty decent as well. Takes a bit less days to build, but it cannot... oh, it's not amphibious. So that's a bit of a problem, perhaps. What about artillery? Is there anything over here that we need to research that would be even better than what we have right now? Not necessarily. Doesn't really look like it. Okay, what about the air defense? Is there something... okay, that one's got a bit of extra range, so we might want to get that one. These don't really have extra range. And the transports, we got the... well, there's a lot of transports in... oh, various transports in here. I don't know if we necessarily need any of those. Right, so that's that. Let's have a look at the... oh, the airship. We don't really need the airship. For that, we need jet frames. Okay, so I don't think there's going to be all that much things that we can research then. We just needed jet frames too for pretty much everything. Except the IL-10M. Got decent damage. But yeah, no, I don't think we need to research any of those. What about the submarines? Doesn't seem like any of the ones are particularly good, not to mention most of them we can't even research. I'd like to have a submarine that has the sort of range of firing at least further than one tile, which means that it needs to be at least 16 kilometer range. And these have 14, 14, 14, 14. Right, well, we've got another engineer in here. Let's send it... you know what, let's send these to help the ore construction. Or ore production increase there, so that should help. Still supporting Iran, so how is Iran doing anyway? They're still aligned to, or leaning towards NATO, but they do like me. Start doing some trades with them, shall we? It sounds like there's still a lot of fighting going on in Korea. Yeah, there most certainly was. Well, I mean, they got at least a little bit of extra troops from me. They're still getting some more military goods, which allows them to stockpile a bit. That does also mean that we might be able to start selling a bit more of our supply in here. We'll sell 80% of the surplus, so that should be at least a little bit more cash. Hopefully it's going to be... okay, yeah, we're still losing a tiny bit, but if we keep on selling some more blueprints, then I think we'll be fine. Right, Sweden. Is there actually anything that Sweden needs? Desperately, like metal goods, or metal, or they got plenty coal, or they don't have that much. How much would they be willing to... well, don't actually have that much either, but let's say 90,000... oh, they're not really... okay, I suppose it's not really worth it. What about 1 million? I'd be paying 8 million. Oh! Sure. And then we got the advanced server prototype. Don't know if it unlocked any new research. Let's have a look. Now there's mid-air refueling, improved automotive components. Actually, is this... oh, that leads to the military production. Yeah, okay. We'll get that one underway. And then into the warfare, there might be something in here. Although, let's have a look if there's anything that Sweden now has techs that we don't. Not really. Iron microscope, let's go ahead and sell that one. Finland. We can sell a microscope there. They are at least aligning towards us already, so that is a bit of a relief there. What about Austria? How do you have... you got 400 million, so that's not a lot of money, but we can maybe get some cash out of you. Yugoslavia does like us. They're already aligned towards... or leaning towards us. How about... so Iran, we're trying to make it neutral at least. Iraq, we could maybe do some trade with them. Get them the tank tech for fairly easy money. And then Syria, let's get you the semi-automatic rifles. And there's a few things. Saudi Arabia, ooh, Saudi Arabia. Doesn't have a lot of money, but we could start maybe supporting their government. Although I suppose they might have some quarrel with some other nations in here, so not really gonna succeed in that. We'll see how it goes though. China, we don't have massively good relations. We could... ooh, actually, you got a lot of money though. I'm gonna take some of that cash. So how is our approval rating is only 21.8%, so it's not massive, but it's not terrible either, all things considered. And of course, we don't need to worry about it too much as long as we got pretty good military support. Which, to be fair, how good of a military support do we have? Don't remember how... Oh, right, 100%. Yeah, so nothing to worry about there then. But still need a bit more power, though. Did we build up the power plants in here? Not right now. We're getting the 2 over there and the research center over here. So I suppose that's fine. Research-wise, we're getting the healthcare improvements. Is that going to unlock anything? Already the water supply. Okay, so that increases healthcare rating by 2%. Or up to 2%. That's not too bad. It's not massively expensive, but it's sort of a dead-end research there. But I suppose getting that done is going to be a good idea. So that we'll get the bonuses from there, but we don't need to worry about any extra research being offered there. Oh. Sure, China, I'll sell you some military goods. How much are we getting? We're selling 500 per day for 1 month. We're getting quite a good money out of it. Sphere change. Oh, then are now NATO leading. Gosh darn it. You know what? We can probably put in the diplomacy thing. Acquire technologies. And actually, trade relations, country diplomacy and trade. Resource needed commodities. Avoid political actions. We can put in the stuff in here. So the intelligence is already in there. Influence. Concentrate on spreading influence. Consider offering critical aid. Use espionage to achieve influence. Benefit will help encourage potential trade partners and foster subsidies. Union treaties can put pressure on economy or limit military option. Alright. Military alliances. Concentrate on same sphere of partners. We could probably do that. Acquire technology is always nice, so put that in. Influence is fine. Not gonna go isolationism. Trade focus. Well, I suppose we could go trade relations. Right, so it's basically doing all of the things more or less. Of the options there, at least to a certain degree. But I'm hoping that that's going to start allowing us to get a bit more of the nations into the sphere. Especially the ones that are still neutral. That is to say, probably, especially like Brazil. You got some money, how about I sell you some tech knowledge? You want semi-automatic rifles? Don't you? No, actually, it's automatic rifles, not semi-automatic. Well, my bad. Sounds like there's fighting in Korea again. There's going to be partisans for a while, isn't there? And one thing that I suppose I could do is just bring in some troops on every town, but that's going to be a bit too much. But things seem to be okay. I'm not too worried about it, and looks like we're actually making a bit of cash again. That is definitely good news. We could sell nuclear fission to Sweden, but I don't think they have the money to really buy it. Improved helicopter rotors, on the other hand, we can get that. I'll sell that to them. I know that Brazil still has a lot of things. Let's get the artillery improvements. Oh, that's not going to be getting a lot of money. Well, you know what? We'll still do it. And then Chile was another one. Now, they are mostly democracies, so that might be a bit of a problem. Argentina certainly hates us. But Chile, how about I give you some more research? And then we got Colombia, which kind of hates us. And Venezuela, which loves us. We get a lot of money through there. Now, back to Sweden. There's not much we can do over there anymore. Maybe we could sell some things for them, though. Is there any other things that they need? Ooh, they don't have that much petroleum. Well, you're in luck. How much? Let's say 10 billion, or 10 million barrels. 58 million from that, that's not bad. Then Finland, you got some money as well. Do you have petroleum? You got some petroleum. You don't have a lot of coal, though. So how about we sell you, I don't know, 200,000? Or let's say 250,000. It's not that massive price-wise, and it's not a massive amount of money that we gain from it either, but it can be useful. And we're done. Oh, diplomatic offer rejected. Automatic. Okay, so Colombia didn't want that. We did get some trade deals done there at least, so that's good. Right, what about Austria? Is there something that you need desperately? You don't have a lot of coal production. So how about I sell you another 250,000? Again, it's not going to be massive. Oh, okay. Clear the offer. Let's make that a 1 million. Get 4 million out of it. I mean, sure. So the Finland deal was successful. The Austria deal was successful. Yugoslavia does like us. Can I actually make some more deals with you? Full transit? No, you don't want that. Free trade? Nope. Don't really want deals with me, do you? I can at least get some better relations with the fellow nations in the Warsaw Pact. And in criminal extradition. And East Germany. Ooh, free for labor force. That might actually be useful. I don't know if any one of them are going to be accepting those offers or not, or will they give counter offers, but none of them have provided any counter offers yet. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. So I do admit the... Oh. China declared war on Tibet. Okay. I'm just going to go okay. Not going to support it necessarily, not publicly anyway, but they did start buying resources from me, or the military goods earlier, so unfortunately that is a bit of a problem here, that is a Warsaw Pact leading country being destroyed by a Warsaw Pact aligned country. It's of course going to take a while before they get that far, but yeah, that might be a problem. Sphere change. Chile has moved to the NATO-leaning sphere of influence from non-aligned. Alright. Ceasefire signed. Oh, ceasefire signed already. Well, that didn't take too long. And Korea is wanting to buy some more military goods. They're not offering a lot of money, but I think they might need it. Another one. Okay, I mean, at least we're getting some money. Okay, Chile is back to non-aligned from NATO-leaning, and Jordan's moved to NATO-leaning. Okay. Right, I didn't realise that Jordan wasn't... Oh, right, I suppose. That's fine. Oh, Syria's dictatorship. Iraq is a monarchy. Saudi Arabia is a monarchy. They are still in the NATO-leaning pack there, though. So there's only got a lot more nations in their pack right now. Oh. Okay, China wants to buy some more military goods. And I believe North Korea wants to buy... Oh, at this stage it is just Korea. Wants to buy some more military goods as well. Alright. You know what? What I'm just going to do with those is I'm going to put in... Oh, right. No, not there. Accept any balance offers. Automatically. Oh, right, yeah, we got the Dalian Peninsula in here. We don't have any military production. I mean, I suppose we could get some ships produced there. Which, to be fair, might as well. Get another one of those Soyuz class. Did we already get one? I think we may have. No, that's still underway. Because we've only gone for about a year. Sphere change. Moves to NATO leaning. Okay, so Chile is just swapping between the spheres here right now. They don't hate me, so there's that. I might support their ruling party right now. They do have a notable debt level, though. Let's go ahead and sell them tank tech. The more techs we sell them, the better they're going to be. Hopefully they'll also be in our sphere. And Brazil, we can also sell you a few things. Sphere changed. Indonesia moved to the NATO leading sphere of the influence from non-aligned. Alright. And back to non-aligned. Right, so there's going to be a lot of flipping back and forth, I reckon. Oh, right, Argentina, do you have any interest in buying some techs from me? A little bit, not paying a lot. Okay, there's semi-automatic rifles for Chile, and then light machine guns for Brazil, maybe? Like, if I could get a foothold in South America, then that might be our... Oh, right, well, I suppose we do have a foothold already in Venezuela. Let's keep selling things. Be a change. Need you leaning from non-aligned for Indonesia again. Alright. Ah, we got a research breakthrough. So, orbital launch pad. Excellent. We already got the next set of things queued up, I think. Healthcare improvements. Alright. So how many things do we have? We got quite a few things being researched, don't we? Yeah, we do. But is there anything over here that we need to start researching now? I mean, I believe this one's something that we do need, so I'm going to put that into the research queue. Understand DNA might be useful. What about the master system? That's the laser system, but that's going to be a long way away. Warren Stirling engines. Okay, well that does lead to things, but not something that is going to be useful right now. Particle beam focusing. What about this one? Particle colliders. That we can't unlock yet, but it would lead to other things somewhere down the line. Already a water supply. Okay, yeah, we can put that one in there. So that's going to be the next thing that we start researching. And improved automotive components. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit... how is the research center coming along? I suspect that we haven't gotten that completed quite yet. Nope, 110 days still. We did get the ore mines at least completed. Send the engineers over here to maybe help increasing the electricity production again. We don't have that massive a deficit of the production, though, so we should be, you know, able to buy the resource that we need. We're selling a lot of metal ore, and we're getting a pretty good amount of money out of it. So that's definitely good news. Oh, there is a railway through here. What's this? Oh. Guatemala elects socialist leader. I shall support that. I didn't realize that that was happening. It's a Guatemala. They're still democracy, but I think they might be aligning towards us a lot more right now. So let's go ahead and do some... Maybe non-aggression pact? No. Free trade? No. So I don't think there's that much that they want from us right now. We'll do trades at least with them. Oh, and El Salvador, we can do trades with them as well. At least in theory, if they want anything from us. I don't know if they do. I suppose they've got fairly little money. How about we have a look at what do they have? They don't have... Well, they got a bit of petroleum. Timber they produce quite a bit. Rubber they don't. We could maybe sell a bit of rubber for them. Like, I don't know. 5,000 tons or something like that. Providing 4 million for that, so I'm okay with that. And actually, another thing, let's have a look at Finland. You have no rubber. You don't seem to be buying a lot either, so if we sell another 5,000 tons over here... You know, if we allow them to operate or run their economies, then that might turn them deeper into our network of nations here. I actually do wonder. So there is the over here. It's a poor resource. Okay, so this one's not really that much use for us. Because I believe that's supposed to show the support for our party in there or something, but like even the highest, like, hold on a minute. Is Guatemala in here? Oh, it's 1.3%, so yeah, that's probably not accurate information there. Let's actually have a look at the subsidiarity rate for the nation. So China has one of the biggest ones. And I'm one of the lower ones. They are somewhat concerned. They are outraged towards Chinese Tibet. Interesting. What about Korea? I wonder if it's any different than the others. Disapproving about Korea, okay. Not entirely surprised by that. I think we might be able to sell. I'll send these to just reserve over there. It's going to reduce the amount of manpower that we have employed right now, which does reduce some of the upkeep and maybe increases the unemployment just a little bit. We've still got a little bit of room of extra in there, so let's go ahead, and especially it has been growing slowly. Well, to be fair, we got the money. Technically speaking, the hydro plant doesn't produce quite as much as the coal plant, but I think the environmental impact is going to be a lot less on the hydro plants. At the same time, the supply levels aren't necessarily quite as good. So let's just go ahead and get some more coal power. It is definitely one of the more convenient ones. Oh, and Pakistan moved to NATO leaning. Alright, let's actually have a look at India. I know that India is... They are democracy. They are very good relations with us, though. How about we start selling some... They got a lot of money, by the way, so let's just start selling them some techs. They are already part of the sphere, though. But, like, or leaning towards our sphere. If we can get a bit more out of it, then that's even better. Oh yeah, they're taking all the techs. Light machine guns. There we go. And then improved wing designs. Yeah, let's just doing a few at a time. Oh, unit design completed. Oh, right, the towed gun air defense. Alright. That's gonna be useful. What else are we researching now? Long-range rockets, fluoridated water supply, the scintillation counter, because that increases the research reactors, which is then going to be, you know, allowing for nuclear reactor designs and that sort of stuff. So it's going to be useful, especially over here. That should allow some nuclear power. Commercial nuclear power is probably through here, to be fair. But yeah, we don't have nuclear or uranium mines yet. We'll eventually get those. And Andorra has moved to NATO leaning from non-aligned. Alright. Let's actually think about this. How much do we have rubber remaining? We've still got quite a bit. I'm just going to increase the production to be like 120% of the demand. Because I think selling the rubber, even if we don't make a lot of profit, we can make a lot of other nations happy. And Andorra is switching back and forth right now. Alright. Right, so, Chile, what do you need in terms of resources? You do like us quite nicely. They're still leaning NATO. If we look at, so you got plenty of food, rubber you don't have, timber you have, petroleum you don't produce, but you got a bit of a stockpile there. I don't know how much you need per day though. Coal you don't have a lot, metal ore you're buying from us most of the time, aren't you? Electricity you could need a bit, consumer goods you could use a bit more, industrial goods you're fine, military goods you're fine. But I think if we were to start selling some coal, let's say like around that much every day for 2 months, we'll get 4 million out of that. So it's not massive. We do have quite a bit of room for production though. And I think if we just increase this demand to be like 120%, that's gonna cover for most of the increased demand. Consumer goods production is starting to... Actually, I think the demand for consumer goods is just lower. Might be just because the price is so darn high. Let's send this one in here. So what we might want to do soon, once we get the electric... Oh! Okay, Haiti are thrown by the military, so they are dictatorship. Okay, sphere change. Colombia has moved to the NATO leaning. Guatemala has nationalized the foreign industrial holdings of United States within their country. Ooh. Yeah, I support that. Sphere change. Alright, so that's okay. Haiti today broke all diplomatic agreements with USSR. Okay, so let's have a look at Haiti then. They are a dictatorship. They are somewhat leaning towards NATO. They certainly hate us. So I'm just gonna acknowledge those two. I'm not gonna do anything else because it is possible that if they start hating both us and the NATO, we can maybe, or Americans, we can maybe get them. Ooh. I just moved to the NATO leading sphere of influence from Warsaw Pact leaning. Oh, I thought you... Oh. So we lost another one. Okay, so we're down to 20. Right, we really need to work on getting things going for us. Dominican Republic is a dictatorship. What do you need? You could use a bit of rubber. Or petroleum. You should have a pretty decent amount of that. Full buy equals 1 year of reserves. Okay, you got a year of reserves at least. I suppose what we could do is we could always just start selling you, not maybe 1 million, but like 500,000 barrels per day for 60 days. So it should be... 4 millions for that. Wait, no. Hold on a minute. Okay, I don't think that's necessarily going to work for us then. What about coal? Do you have coal production? Not really. I could start selling you some. Like, how much do you need? You probably don't need all that much. So 6 days per payment is not that much to offer. And then 2 million, yeah, that's fine. There's a lot of colonies in there. Venezuela, let's have a look at your needs. Petroleum you got good, coal you got okay, metal ore you could use a bit more actually. Let's go ahead. Oh yeah, we've got a lot in here. I'm going to start selling you like 10,000 per day for 3 months. Let's see, what do you offer? Ooh, 100 million. Yeah, I'll take that. Now, to be fair, we got the money up front, so if the price is going up or down, then that might not help us too much. Brazil seems to be having a lot of resources as well. I mean, as far as I know, it should be pretty good in that front. Rubber is something that they don't produce quite enough. They could, if they were to, you know, invest in that, but I don't think there's any particular resource that they need from me. They got a lot of petroleum, they got plenty of coal production, metal ore and all that, so Brazil is not going to be an option for those sort of trades. Now, what about Syria? Or Saudi Arabia, actually. You don't have any metal ore production, alright. How about I start selling you 10,000 per day for 90 days? What are you offering in return? 26 million? Not great, but I suppose I'll take it. We're getting some of these sort of long-term trades going, so that they'll maybe start liking us a little bit more, and all that sort of stuff. And of course, if I could get some more, like, for example, Venezuela, is there any sort of deals over here? Like, let's see, seas to transit and supply, no. No free trade. You know, I don't think there's a lot that we can get in here. I'll try a few options, but none of those seem to be options that they want. China and Korea have made an alliance. Okay, that's good. So, China... Oh, and... War preparation unit efficiency. Yeah, I know. Right, but we are definitely out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.